Is it right? This is the question papers. Is that now after almost we are focusing on the concept and question papers, focusing more on question papers. Is it right? Now, wherever we are going to cover it, questions, whichever subject, whichever topics we have covered, we will do those questions, and whichever we have not covered, we will keep it for the next phase. Okay. We will keep it for the next phase as such, 19, 10, 20, 22. Okay, fine. Now, what it says, see, which of the, see, I have given you answer, fine. Okay, I have given you answer. This is one of the, but make it a point, every question is equally important. Every option is equally important. Fine. Please use the grade. Please use the grade 1. Okay, fine. Is that now provided on 2-page column? Fine. Okay, fine. No problem. That's it. Which of the following audit procedure is obtained for obtaining which one? For obtaining the audit evidence. Is that we have done this? Is it right? What are the various ways of we are going to do? Which of the following audit procedures? Is it right? Recalculation. Is that what are the procedures are there if you put it into case? Is that yesterday only we have done? Okay, no problem. We have done in terms of what there is inspection is there, confirmation is there. Is it right? Observation is there. What are other things? Just tell me fast. Reperformance is there. Is it right? Reperformance is there. Is that you respond to my questions? That is more than revision. Is it right? You are talking about recalculation is there. Is it right? You are talking in terms of analytical procedures is there. Is it right? Anything else? Fine. Now, when you are doing the things, which of the following audit procedures, is it right? Which of the following audit procedures is required for obtaining correctly described? Description is correct or not? Is that they have described it correct or not? That's very important. They are not talking about whether this is audit procedure or this is not audit procedure. That is not they are asking. They are asking that the description, is it right? The explanation what they have described is right or not. Is it right? These are all, see, confirmation, recalculation, reperformance, observation are all analytical procedures. Is it right? There is no doubt in that. But which one is the correctly described, that is what it says. Question has to be very precisely, we have to identify what they are asking. Recalculation involves, is it right, the auditor independent execution of procedures. Is that independent execution of procedures or controls which are originally part of the entity's internal control. See, I will 1 minute, I will make it a point and I will take that lecture 7 for our references. Lecture 7 or 7A we have. Lecture 7, lecture 7, not 7A. Is it right? 7 we have all the things. Is it right? It will take time. Solving question papers, it will really take lot of time. Okay, where is that? Yes, yeah, 1 minute. We have done this, is it right? We want to know where we have done that recalculations, all the descriptions, is it right? These are balances, test of controls, yes. Is it right? What it says is they are talking in terms of where is that this is recalculation. Is it right? Recalculation. Is that what is the definition? Okay, this is inspection, observations, inquiry, confirmation, recalculation. Is it? Recalculations involves what? Checking the mathematical accuracy. Is it? Of documents or records undertaken through the use of IT. Okay. Recalculation is what? Recalculation is nothing but the checking of mathematical accuracy of documents, means totaling only. Okay, it is only related to totals, nothing more, nothing less. Now if you take that into consideration, recalculations involves auditors independent execution of procedures. No way. Got my point? It is only, what is recalculation? Mathematical accuracy. Is that they are not doing anything, independent execution of procedures which are originally part of independent control, internal controls. Is it right? Next, we will see what is this also. Is it right? We will make it sure that what is this. What is the confirmation we are talking about? See now, is it right? What is the thing there? It is not re-performance, is the auditor's independent execution of procedures or controls that is originally planned for the internal entity. Fine. Not recalculations. Is it right? It is not recalculation. It is what? It is not recalculation. It is re-performance. Is it? It is not recalculation, but it is a re-performance. Is right? It is not recalculation, but it is a re-performance. Fine. You have, this is with the way it has. Next, there is a confirmation. Where is that confirmation? Confirmation is a process of obtaining a representations of information directly from the third party. Okay, this is the, it says confirmation consists of seeking information of knowledgeable persons within the company. Is it right? It is not within knowledgeable persons. We are not talking about. If you are talking in terms of knowledgeable persons, what is the correct answer for this? Instead of confirmation, what we have to use it here? Tell me. Instead of confirmation, what we have to use?
Inquiry.
Inquiry. Good. Is it right? Instead of confirmation, what we have to use? Inquiry. Likewise, the way, is it right? Instead of confirmation, is it right? Instead of confirmation, what is needed here? It is needed here is inquiry. Is it? This is the right procedure. This is the right description. Is it right? Re-performance consists of checking the mathematical accuracy. Is it? It is not re-performance. Is it right? It is. I think it is what? Which one is that? Tell me fast. Accuracy. What we are doing? Mathematical accuracy.
Recalculation.
Is it right? Mathematical recalculation. If you revise this way, understanding the question and doing the things, it's a piece of cake for you in the examination. Observation consists of looking at the procedure or process performed by others. We know it is the right answer, but apart from that, we will check. Okay, we will check. Where is the observations? Inquiry, observe. Watching a procedure or process being performed by others. Is it right? By others. Fine. This is, now you understand which we have to know which one is the right and which one is the wrong. Is it? Next. What is this? Auditors are required to undertake overall view of the financial statement as the final step before they form. No, it is not related to us. Which of the following not related to us means we have not covered that concept till now. Okay. Which of the following is not an inherent limitation of the internal controls? Is it right? Which of the following is not an inherent? Internal controls also we are not done in detail. Is it right? Wait, we will skip this one, okay? We will skip this one. 1 minute. We will directly go to the section B, okay? Otherwise, we will have some confusion, okay? Now, fine. We will take this. We'll do this. Is it right? I will put the date here also. Fine. What is that? This is this is of 1910. Okay, 1910, 2020. Is it fine? Now, see first what is the procedure we have. What is the process of approaching a question is first you need read the questions, then you go to the answer scenario, then you see what are you make the points and you start writing on that. Whenever you are writing, the standard way of writing is it's a 2-columnary approach. Is it right? If it is required, what they are asking us, use the information above, identify 5 ethical threats which will have the independence of each company. For each threat, explain how it is going to be reduced to the acceptable level as such. Okay, means you have to give one column, you have to identify threats and how best you can reduce it to acceptable level. We cannot make it a 0, but we have to make it a acceptable level. Fine. Now, when we do the things, you see ethical threats. Okay, you are an audit senior of Beach and Company, have been allocated to the audit of Willow Vance, a listed company which have 8 years of experience and specializes in manufacturing musical instruments. Fine. Bethan Oak was an audit engagement partner for Willow Company. He is the auditor. Is it right? He is the audit engagement partner for the company. She has completed 7 years. Very long period. Is it right? Very long period. Put 1. As an audit engagement partner, she has already been rotated off the audit engagement. The current audit partner, Sandeep Pine, has suggested that in order to maintain a no close relationships, okay, no familiarity. Is it right? Bethan should undertake the role of a independent review partner this year. Is it right? What they say, he said, in order to maintain a close relationship with Willow, Bethan should undertake. Bethan is what? Bethan is the engagement partner. Is it right? Means once you are an engagement partner, you cannot become a independent review. Okay, means what will have it is going to be called as a self review. Is it right? It is. In addition, Willow has requested that Bethan assist them by attending their audit committee meetings as a non-executive auditor. See, again there is a problem, is it right? Again there is a issue as such. Is it? Again there is a issue as such. What they have requested, they requested Bethan. In addition, Willow has requested the auditor. Can you imagine? They are asking the audit engagement partner to attend the audit committee meetings. Is it right? To attend the audit committee meetings as a non-executive director, has recently left the company. Is it right? They say that they should also take the independent review. We cannot put this is also a threat. Okay. Now, Willow has asked Sandeep and other partners at Beach Company to help them in recruiting a non-executive director. Willow has asked Sandeep. Who is this Sandeep? He is a audit partner. See, you cannot ask who will appointment committee will be there. Is it right? It consists of non-executive directors who will recommend the another non-executive director. We cannot say that the auditor can recruit a non-executive director. It should, again, it is one of the threats. The total fees received by Beach was last year was 16%. Whenever the ethical threats or question on ethical threats will be given, keep it in mind. They will give you the fees factor. 100% self-interest. Okay, they'll talk about the self-interest. The current year audit has not been confirmed, but along with taxation and possible non-audit fees, the total income will be greater than the last year. It means it will be more than 16%. They are doing so many jobs, is it right? Last year audit fee was being paid monthly by Willow, but no payments have been made for the last 3 months. Is it right? No payments has been paid for the last 3 months. That is another case. Is it right? Fees is another factor. Is it right? Point number 6. Is that fees is another factor. They have not paid. Okay, fine. They are paying monthly. That is not the issue as such. The audit manager for Willow has just announced that he is leaving the Beach Company. Again, you cannot join the client immediately, is it, as a financial controller. This is also going to be called as a one of the threats. Okay. Now, what are the ethical threats and what are two things we have? What is the code of ethics and what are the ethical threats? Fast. I am writing here. What are ethical threats? Code of ethics. Is it right? What is the ethical threats and what are code of ethics? Any idea?
Self-interest.
Good.
Self-review.
Fine.
Intimidation.
Where it will come? This side or this side? ACCA code.
Ethical threats.
Huh?
Ethical
Threats.
Threats. Okay. Self-review.
Self-interest.
Next.
Intimidation.
Next.
Advocacy.
Next.
Familiarity.
Familiarity.
Good. And about this ACCA code of ethics.
Integrity.
Next.
Objectivity.
Confidentiality.
Good.
Professional behavior.
Good.
Professional competence and behavior.
Objectivity.
Next.
Professional competence.
and due care. Fine. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Fine? Good. Now, that's what it is. The moment you go into detail in the answer, they will give you so many. See, one question will be there. Okay? It will be there. If you put this, if you cover these things, you are really, you are having the things in your hands. Is it right? Marks in your hand. Now, what they say, they are talking about 7 years. Is it right? We have taken this, we have put 7 years. Is it right? 7 years as an audit engagement partner. But see, you have to write in your own English. Don't worry about the English. Don't get self-consciousness that what I am writing should be we are not writing English exam. Understand my point? We are not writing IELTS exam. We are writing subjective exam. In the subjective exam, points are important. More than language. We should work on language. I am not saying that. We have to think about the language, but points are very important. Fine. And you have to write in a very in a story form. Okay. That's what I always tell to my students. Beth Oak was an audit engagement partner for Vance for how many years? For more than 7 years. And recently rotated the audit. Is it? Now, we should not have for 7 long years. Is it right? We should never have 7 long. It has been proposed that it has been proposed that she should now become a independent review, is it right? Independent review partner. This represents what? This represents the familiarity threat. Is it? This represents what? This represents the familiarity threat. As the partner will have been associated with Willow for a long period. Is it right? So they may not retain professional skepticism and objectivity. Is that wherever I am putting it in the bold letters, those are the keywords. Is it? They may not retain for professional skepticism. Is it? How many years they have taken? They have worked for the last 7 years. How best you can manage, how you can reduce it to the lowest level. As Willow is a listed company, the BEC should not save the independent review partner. There is a rule. Is it right? You should not independent review for more than 2 years. Independent review. I am not talking about the engagement. Okay? I am not talking about the engagement. An alternative review partner should be appointed. Means now you can understand if there is a independent, is it right? Independent review. Is it right? That person should not be there for more than 2 years. This is only for the independent review. Okay? Now, Willow has requested previous management partner Beth Oak attend audit committee meetings as a non-executive director. We cannot ask somebody, is it a non-executive directors are independent directors? Is that non-executive directors are the independent directors? Is it? This represents what? This represents the self-interest. As the audit be perceived as performing the role of you are performing the role of management, and you are talking in terms of attending the interviews. Is it right? You are a partner. Is it right? You are an engagement partner. You are one side you are an engagement partner, one side you are working as a non-executive director. Is it right? That is as a case of understanding. A person cannot, a audit engagement partner cannot be worked as a non-executive director. The firm should politely decline. They said very clearly, we cannot accept. It represents a great threat to what? It represents a great threat to independence. Fine. So see what we have to write. What is the ethical threat? Ethical threat is Willow has the engagement partner should not be a part of the non-executive directors. Is it simple? You write the engagement partner. The engagement partner should not be a part of a non-executive directors. It represents a self-interest threat to the or to the client as such. Is it because you cannot perform the role of the management as well as you can the objectivity will be lost. Is it the purpose will be lost? You cannot make any right judgments. Isn't it? If that is the case, it gives you the threat. Politely decline the offer. We are not see. We should not decline the offer of audit engagement partner, but we should decline the offer of what? Non-executive chair. Fine? Non-executive directors. That is the second one. A non-executive directors has recently left the management. Fine? Of Willow. And they have Willow and asked whether partners of Beach and Company can assist them in recruiting the vacancy. See, we cannot ask the audit firm, is it right, to be part of the recruitment process. Fine. What the audit firm will do is that audit firm will say that yes, okay, I'm going to give some suggestions. Again, known people, is it right? We are going to talk about this represents what? This represents a self-interest threat. Is it? This represents what? This represents a self-interest threat. Fine. As the audit firm cannot undertake the recruitment process. Very, very specifically, an audit firm is nowhere. It has to be independent. Is it right? We cannot make undertake the recruitment, and that too especially what? Especially non-executive. What is how we can reduce the risk? How we can reduce the risk? Is it right? Minimum. That is the recommendation. Beach company is able to assist Willow in that it can undertake such roles of reviewing the shortlist candidates. You can review the things. However, they must ensure that they should not seen to undertake the management decisions. The audit team, auditors can review. They give that is also extreme case. That is not all. That is not also if you are even in that case you are keeping the distance. It is better for the audit firm. Okay, but exceptionally cases, what we are doing, we are going to say that it is X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. You choose. That is the maximum help an audit firm can do with respect to the firm whenever they are thinking in terms of appointment of non-executive director. They can only review. Okay, this is what. Now the total fees. That's how much is with the total fees. The fees should not be 15%. Okay, that's what it says. Is that the fees should not be what? The fees should not be maximum 15%, 15 to 16%. The fees should not exceed. Is it right? The total fees. What is before you discuss what we can say that we should. What is the threat? The fees of the audit firm has been exceeding more than 16%. What is the simple of the simplest? I am not reading the suggestion. What is the simplest of the simplest suggestion we have to give is we should not take any. The audit firm should not take any non-audit activities. Very simple, very clear. Is that they should not take any, they should try to avoid taking non-audit activities. The moment you try to avoid taking non-audit activities, we will be in the range of that 15 to 16%. This is the standard response for any question which is related to the fee structure. standard response. You should not take any non-audit services. Automatically, you are restraining yourself from that threshold, okay, that benchmark. You are not going to move beyond 15% as such. What they say, the total fee, these are the simplest of the simplest marks where we can score, okay. The total fees received from below for last year was 16%, is it right? Well, last year was 16%, and this year they have not been finalized, but it is going to be more than 16%. This is what happens whenever we are talking about the amount factor of anything related to the financial factors. It is going to be called as a self-interest rate as such. Fine. Now, what it say? What are the how we can reduce this risk to the minimum level? Each company should assess whether the audit and non-audit activities represents more than 15% of the gross income. Is that of the gross practice income? Getting a point? Of the gross practice means which income? Means what is the rule? Rule says that the total income of whom? Income of the auditors. Is it right? Total income of the auditors during the year. Is it right? Now, of this total income of 100% from one single source. Is it right? From one single source, the income should not be more than 16%. Got it? From one single source. See, this is not from the client's point of view. This is from the auditor's point of view. That's very, very important. Is that people will get confused. People will have doubt on which income you are talking about. Is it right? The gross practice income. If the recurring fees are likely to exceed 15% of the annual practice income this year, consideration should be given whether the taxation or not taxation services should be undertaken by the firm. Is it? We have to make it should. What is the thing? We cannot do anything with respect to audit activities. We have to do? We have to reduce non-audit activities. Is that non-audit activities should be reduced? Fine. This is the simplest way, is it? Now, what it says, last year the audit fees has been paid monthly, is it right? The audit fees has been paid monthly. But this time what happens? They have not paid, is it right? It was due. Is it? They have paid month. However, last 3 months they are outstanding. If self-interest, the moment you are talking about the amount, is it right? The moment you are talking about the amount, I told you previously also, it is only related to self-interest. Is it right? Or fees outstanding. May feel pressure to agree to certain accounting adjustments. That's what it says. It's not only that. Is it right? It is not only that. It is also related to what? It is also related to what? Intimidation. See, 3 months fees is pending now. Is it right? That too before the signing of, before the end of the year. Now, there will be some irregularities will be there in the financial statement. There is a possibility, I am not saying this, there is a possibility that the client will give a threat to the auditor that yes, if you don't sign like this, then the fees will not be paid on time. Is that? They will not pay you on time. Then automatically what will happen? It will have the threat of intimidation. Is that? Each company should discuss. Is that each company should discuss with the people who are charged with the governance why you are not paying the fees. Is that? Discuss, that's what it said. Discuss with the charge with the governance. Why you are not. They should review and revise payment. They have to revise payment schedule. At least what is the time frame as such when you will pay. You will pay 5th of every month, 10th of, you have to mention. Is that? So that the task will be easy. Is that? Now, what they say, the audit manager is, see, this is another one. So is it right? The audit manager is leaving Beach and Company to become the financial control. Willow Company doesn't have financial controller. Is it right? When the Willow Company doesn't have the financial controller, what the audit manager is planning? Okay, I will leave the audit firm and join you. Okay, again, if it is that is the case, what happens? There is some self-interest, and more importantly, it is not only self-interest but also it is a familiarity. Is it? What are the recommendations? Is it what you will recommend? A new audit member should be appointed to Willow, and any work undertaken by previous manager, see, you can appoint. Okay, fine. Okay, a person is coming and joining, but the rule says that whenever you are doing this, the work done by the manager should be independently reviewed. Is it right? Means you can appoint an auditor as a financial controller. But what happens? You should make whatever the work done by the auditor previously by as an auditor, the work done as an auditor, that work should be reviewed by a independently. In addition, it would be advisable to modify the plan. Is it? Definitely. A new auditor will come, and new auditor will have its own way of execution. Is it? This is where we have to work it out. We have, if you take the question as such, we have identified seven or eight. Is it right? In the examination, it will be like this. See, don't think that section B. Why I am taking this section B is, you people have said that section B is time factor. Is it right? It's a difficult. No, typing speed. Is it right? The moment you take the section B, first read the question, then read the scenario, identify the points, write in a 2-column in your own simple English. Are you clear about this? Where are you, Fatma, Mahita, Aisha, and Faiza? Fine. We have not done this. Okay, I want to make I want to I will do every question. Okay, once I have uploaded it, we will do the things. Okay, there is one question on audit risk. That's what I want to. Yes, this one. Is it right? 5A and 5B. Okay, 5A and 5B. We have done fraud and error. Is it right? We have done something on fraud and error. Fine. Yes, we have done something on fraud and error. What they say? Yes. This we have done in examination also, somewhere quiz. Is it right? Fine, we will do this. I am putting the date whenever I am making it a point. I will put the dates, and it will be there in OneNote only. Okay, it will be there in OneNote only. Is it right? So that we can understand. Is it right? Now, what are the 4 financial statement assertions? Is it? What are the 4 financial statement assertions? Which one we have covered, that one I am taking. Okay. What are the 4 financial statement assertions? And for each assertion, describe a substantive procedures. Is it? Describe a substantive procedure as such. Now, what are the financial assertions? 1 minute. I will go to the 7. In that only, I think we have done financial statement assertion. 7 or 7A? Yes, financial statement assertions. Is it right? Financial statement assertions. Existence, right, obligation, valuation, and allocation. Is it right? We will go to the one which has been mentioned there. Fine? Good.